Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Today's guest, we have Deja from Saje Rose, who owns a home decor company and does lovely workshops and everything for not just females, but anyone who wants to come to her shop. So, we're going to be talking about that, what it was like starting her business, and what she's looking to do in the near future. So, please help me welcome Deja to the show.
Thanks so much for having me. I'm so happy to be
Of
here.
course, of course. I'm excited to have you. I actually went to your shop yesterday, 2 days ago.
Mhm.
Not my first time in your shop, but I was, grabbing some things. I'm like, oh, you have. I didn't realize the variety of stuff that you have. Right? It
Yeah.
wasn't just the first time I went in there was more looking at the home decor, but then I
Mhm.
actually like made some, bouquets and I got some insights, some candles. So can you just talk about how you started your business? And two, like just some of the things that you have in your shop. If someone's like, "Hey, I want to go there," like what you actually have.
Yeah, for sure. So my business got started in 2021. After I had my daughter, I experienced like extreme postpartum anxiety, and home was really like my safe space, like as cliche as it sounds.
Hmm.
And everything I needed in home at home needed to be functional. So I wanted pretty things. I like to romanticize my life, like in general. Like I
Yeah,
like for my forks to be pretty. I say that 24/7,
your
but I'm like,
forks are so
if you're
cute.
gonna
They're so
eat,
cute.
why not eat off a pretty fork? If you're gonna drink out
Yeah,
of a cup, why not make it pretty? Like, why does everything have to be done for other people? Why does everything have to
yeah,
be done for
like your
entertaining?
typical silver
Right.
fork.
Right. Like,
Yeah,
why can't it be like
yeah.
this beautiful fork that you just use? And
Hmm.
I decided to really create a brand based around things that you need, versatile items, essential items.
Hmm.
So forks, so tabletop essentially, like plates, forks,
Hmm.
vases, cups, mugs, etc. And that's how I
Yeah,
got to where I'm at, just basically making items that are good quality, essentials, but like eye-catching items that are
yeah,
versatile. So everything
yeah,
in the shop is designed to be versatile and is
yeah.
designed to probably fit with your current decor, but you can also use it for entertaining for holidays. You can use it to give gifts, like a lot
Hmm.
of gift items in there, but
Oh yeah,
you can also
yes,
use it
yeah.
to just stock your home and
Yeah,
do
and
pretty things.
decorate and stuff. So
Mhm.
that's cool. So you kind of so you let's take that back a little bit
Mhm.
because you mentioned postpartum and that's an interesting time to start a business when
Yeah.
you're going through postpartum. So what I know you had the eye for it, but what were some things that you're like, all right, I'm just gonna take this jump right now and start this company while going through this with a newborn baby? Like what was some of like the things that I would say either battled with or made you really make that jump?
I think it was one going stir crazy because I was at home and I had
Yeah.
all these plans. I was like, okay, my daughter was born June 12th. So that's 2 weeks
Hmm.
before Father's Day. And my godmother was
Oh,
throwing like
okay.
a whole Father's Day party. And I was like, she's like, you're going to come. And I was like, yeah, I'll be good. 2 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
When I say I didn't want to see anyone and I didn't want anyone to see me, like I was
Mm.
there. I was
Oh,
there.
okay.
Like,
Okay. Yeah.
and I really was going stir crazy. And I had owned a fashion company prior to that. And I
Okay.
wanted to stop that because during like my time being at home, I was just doing a lot of
Mhm.
research on sustainability and things like that. And
Mm.
my brand didn't fall into that. And I just didn't want to be about it.
Okay.
I didn't want to
Okay.
contribute to the waste in the world, etc. So I was
Mm.
like, I need to pivot.
Yeah.
And home decor has always been like a natural passion. Like I don't
Mhm.
have to think about it. It comes naturally. So
Right.
I was like, I want to pivot. I want to do something else. But also I noticed like I'm making food more. Like I'm at home
Mhm.
cooking more.
You're
And my
home
husband is
and
the chef really. Like
oh, okay.
he chefs, but like
Yeah.
I just didn't. I was tired of seeing the same white plates. And I was tired of
Yeah.
seeing the same forks we
Like
used
the
when we lived in
silver
our apartment.
forks.
Apartment, yeah, like 4 years ago. Like I was
Yeah.
tired, so I was like, I want to be around pretty things all the time. Like I just want to
Mm.
do that, and I deserve
Yeah.
that. And so that's
Interesting.
how the brand got started. Is me like
Wow.
I need pretty forks. That's why I say
Wow,
it
I
all the
need pretty
time.
forks. That is so cute. Remember that, guys. I need pretty forks.
I need pretty
Something
forks.
so simple, but it's like it can change, right? Like if you have dinner, I mean, now I got to change my forks. I have those basic silver forks. And my dad's how we had the same forks and plates since before I was born. So
Seriously.
just thinking about like just kind of upgrading that and elevating that. So you sat there like, I need pretty forks. So then what made you now, okay, let's design forks and actually make a company out of this? Like what made that, idea come up?
I love that question. So I tell people when I talk about my story, I'm big on materials because I studied home product development. I didn't study interior design, and I wish
Yeah.
I did because I love interior design.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I studied home product development to learn about materials and to learn like
Ah,
why
that's
certain
cool.
companies are chosen over other companies. Why do you make something out of window glass versus this other type of glass? Why do you use like this crystal over this? So that's
Interesting.
how I got here by
Yeah.
studying materials and by
Oh,
knowing that
wow.
you don't have to spend like $1,000 on a certain thing just because it is that thing. Like you
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
to. You can get a really good quality dinnerware set
Right.
for a certain price without blowing the bank. And I love affordable luxury. Like I think
Right, it's
there's something to be
affordable,
said. Yeah, there's something to be said for you buying something that's beautiful that didn't cost you a lot, but that lasts you as long as you've been born,
Yes.
as long as you've been alive. Like
Yeah,
your
yeah.
dad had the same set, but I guarantee he didn't pay $1,000
Right.
for like 5 plates.
Yeah, and
It's still
pushing
kicking.
through.
So
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
that's affordable luxury. Affordable luxury to me are things that can be used over and over and over again and
Yeah.
still warrant the same beauty.
Exactly.
It doesn't have to be like what we think luxury is in
What
our
we
minds.
think. I think
you know?
I think most people think luxury, and even me, like before, the concept as I was younger was luxury is expensive. Luxury has to be expensive. But then now, as we see, like, no, there's a lot of luxury that we can get, like quality. It's more like quality than
Exactly.
the ticket, either how much it costs.
Exactly. Like when Elon Musk, I hate to even bring him up right now. Like, but when he came out with Tesla, he called it affordable luxury because
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
$40,000 car
Right.
that looks like it could go toe to toe with like a Bentley.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
affordable luxury.
Affordable
Because you don't have
luxury.
to spend $100K for. First of all, I heard like the Bentleys don't even like once you crash the car, it's like
It's over.
It's over. The parts are crazy to get.
Yeah,
Is that really
yeah.
luxurious or is that like a pain in your ass
Exactly.
now? So it's like,
Yeah.
of luxury doesn't have to be like this high ticket item. It could just be
Exactly.
the luxury of you getting to use it over and over again. The luxury
Yeah.
of it being versatile. The luxury
Right.
of you being able to
Being
entertain
able
with
to
it.
use it, it's
So,
quality material.
Yes, exactly.
That is so interesting. I didn't even know they had a thing that you can study. I mean, I'm sure it's out there, but it's not my forte. So once you started kind of studying materials, that's kind of what helped you like develop what kind of materials you were going to use for your decor and and silverware and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. And just making sure I'm educating people too. Like, for example, if you get gold plated silver flatware, you have to hand wash it. You can throw it in the dishwasher a couple times. I don't
Right.
recommend you do. And I tell people that off the bat, like, and you having to hand wash it, like, I know there's a connotation with like, if you can't throw it up against a wall, it's cheap. No, because you have to take care of it, it's not cheap. Like
Right,
that's
right,
that's the opposite.
Exactly.
That's the opposite. And I have people
Yeah.
come into the shop and they're like, this is so pretty. How do I take care of it? I'm like, I recommend you hand wash it.
You hand wash.
And that's why that's why I sell things in sets, because then you don't have to use the same fork over and over again. If you don't feel like washing
Right.
forks, you don't have to right now. You have like a 6-person set.
Now you have
depending on the fork.
enough.
Right.
Hey, interesting. I mean, and I think I have some stuff. Not my stuff is like not high end, but I hand wash everything anyway. So I guess for like the people that you're already hand washing, like you don't use a dishwasher for anything, it's not that. And hey, listen, you can wash everything else, but forks are like so easy to clean. Like
It's
forks
so
and
easy to
plates
clean.
are like really easy to clean to just instead of doing a dishwasher. So that's so I guess it's not a hassle. It's not that big of a difference.
Right.
So so is that just for the forks or just like all your plates, your bowls, everything in your collection is really like that good material that you really want to hand wash that?
So it's mainly for the forks, because when you get into like matte coatings and gold platings and things like that, they're made with food grade materials that, even if you eat like citrusy foods a lot, sometimes it could wear on it.
Oh,
but it's really
interesting.
for the forks. Plates are all porcelain in my shop, or stoneware. Like you can throw that in dishwasher.
Right.
If you have a dishwasher, any of the dishwashers of 2024, 2025, like it's gonna be great. It's fine. Like just wash it. But it's really for the forks, like because the coating's on them. Now I do have like the stainless steel forks that you can get, in any other shop. Those you can put in a dishwasher. That's totally fine.
Interesting,
But it's anything with those coatings and those platings, because they're food grade, like they're meticulously put on. So hand wash them and treat
Hand
them
wash
like
it.
that.
Okay. All right. That's the tip of the day.
Hand wash
Interesting.
it.
Got it. So you have a like I said, when I went into your shop the second time, then I'm seeing more things, right? I have, saw some bouquets and candles and everything. So how did you grow your collection from starting from forks to now you're selling so many other things?
Really to create like that versatile company, because so you see when you came in, you saw the dried florals and you built like a little bud vase for your niece, right?
Yes.
I did dry florals because I'm like, flowers die. And you should be able to keep your flowers for longer than that. They're like, that's just how it should be. You can dry it. Like I have bouquets in which like they've dried on their own pretty.
Yeah.
And I have them to this day. My dad, when I opened my last shop, my dad gave me a bouquet and I still have it.
Wow.
Just because it dried pretty. But if it didn't dry pretty, it'd be in the garbage. And I feel like flowers are such a beautiful addition. Like I'm big on nature items being luxury. So woods, that's why my shop has a lot of wood stuff, or like florals and things like that. Like there's a lot of beauty in nature. furniture.
Yeah.
And if you do it right, you can keep it forever, and it's luxurious,
Exactly.
and it doesn't go out of style. Wood would never go out of style. We have trees.
Yeah.
Like
We have trees.
we have
They ain't
trees.
going out
They'll
of
never go
business.
out of style.
Yeah.
So that's how I got to like the florals and the scents, because I'm like, that creates like a well-rounded home. Your home smells good. You have good products that you're going to use, tabletop products. Everybody uses a fork. You're lying if you say you don't use a fork. You use a plate, right? I know you can use chopsticks,
We have to
but
do fancy chopsticks.
exactly, you can use chopsticks. But
forks are like an essential. I think in every household, like you have a fork at minimum.
Exactly, like you have forks, you have spoons, at least knives. So it's like tabletop are all essential items in my opinion. Florals and scents. Done. That's a well-rounded home. What you do after that is your business. But
that's your
when you come to
business.
me, you're gonna get a well-rounded home, and then we're good to go. And then you're gonna add little luxuries. And I don't like if you have to break the bank to like really change your home. Furniture is a big purchase, and I thought about furniture. Like I thought about getting into furniture design because I'm just big on materials, and I can like kind of put my expertise there. No. I don't want that. I like smaller items. I like smaller purchases and things like that you can buy. You don't break the bank, but they immediately change the look.
Interesting. Well, I want to talk about that. Well, we'll get back to like budget, right? But the change in the look, because I know some people that they really don't have the eye for design and they feel like it'd be expensive. So like what kind of small items do you suggest people that come in like, I want to transform my space, but I don't know what to actually get or, you know, how much to spend. So like what are like some little items from your shop that you recommend to them?
I definitely recommend like tableware, so plates, forks first. That's why I really like focus on that. I definitely recommend that. And then oddly enough, or maybe not, maybe scents. Candles can also, like the vessels can change your space a lot. And it's a lot of personality in there, like depending on the type of vessel. Like you saw in the shop, we have vessels made of wood that look like, you know, a wooden bowl. And then you have like, you know, ceramic ones that are like hand painted. And then you have diffusers. Like I think those can immediately change the look. And I say tabletop because if you do your table and that's in a regular size house, like we're not all living in mansions and such, in an average size house, your table is the focal point. Family, et cetera, et cetera. So like you can do your table and that can be the design piece, and then everything can go around that. And that's how my house is sort of designed, is that my daughter was eating off like porcelain plates since the time she could eat. Like because girl, you're gonna sit at the table. Like you're gonna sit and you're gonna enjoy food with us. And it's porcelain plates. Now she eats off regular she's been doing that though since she could really eat. So it's like that type of stuff can really craft the rest of your house. And if you're like a minimalist, like, and you're like, oh, I just want white walls, and you're that person.
I don't want much.
Your table can be the focal point, and you didn't break the bank, and then now you can go just do your minimalist thing.
And maybe let's say it's not even just a tableware, but like you said, like a centerpiece where you can have like a candle, a dry flower, something small to just kind of like, now it's something, and it's not just like a blank thing there, right? And then what about for the budget piece? If you're like, all right, I have a budget, I don't want to go crazy. And just go crazy, because I know how some of us can get, especially in a home decor store. We want to go crazy. So what would you say for that if they want to be a little more budget friendly, like some items you recommend for them?
So definitely fork sets. Like that's why I think fork sets, or not even fork sets, flatware sets, dinnerware sets. At my shop, we sell one called the Saje Rose dining set for two. So with like our logo plate, our signature plate, our bamboo essence flatware, and then wine glasses, that gives you a set for two. And that can do your table. And if you have like a 4-person family, you could stretch that. Like, you know, like you can stretch that. But that's why I sell things, and I'm big on like selling things in sets. Because you buying one fork at a time, like,
and so
it feels like a tactic to bring you back, and I don't need to do that. You're gonna come back regardless.
Exactly. Once you see yourself, look at me, I came back and I'm like, I actually have to come back because I recently bought the incense from you, and then I gave them to my sister and everyone. And so I'm like, okay, now I need to get some more.
I need to
because I'm like, oh yeah, like I actually need to get that. So and speaking of that too, because it was a really good gift, especially not knowing what to get someone, like a thank you gift. I'm like, here's a nice gift that is just like, I feel like it's versatile. Men or women can use it. So do you feel like your shop is like really popular for gift giving, especially maybe even realtors who they have clients closing on their first home that like they need things like this?
I do. I think it's a great gift shop. I don't
Yeah.
classify myself as that, but
Right,
I think it's a
right.
great gift shop. Like, again, the sets are good. Even the flowers, like all these men on Mother's Day, I guarantee are gonna shop right, price
Yeah,
chopper it
they don't know
out,
what to do
and buy you
or
a bouquet,
right.
or buy of something that.
Yeah.
And then I always, that's why like I stock the dried flowers, because
Yeah.
I'm like, you can get a bouquet of this. This will last whoever you're getting it for
Yeah.
2+ years, longer than that. Mine have last longer than that. I only say
Yeah.
2+ years because if you're a mover or like you move around things, you might knock it over a couple times.
Right,
And then,
right.
But you get that, and that is so long, like it lasts so long, and it's a
Yeah.
set of it's a
That
bouquet
is
of
so
flowers.
interesting.
So I think we are a
Yeah.
great gift shop. Like
Yeah.
absolutely.
And like as you're talking too, I'm just thinking about like all the guys who are flooding into ShopRite, but I'm just doing my normal shopping. All of them pop up right before Mother's Day to buy their flowers, and they're gonna die a couple days later. And the prices are
Exactly.
3 times the price.
Exactly.
Right. While you're here, you already have you can make a custom bouquet, and I think it's more of a meaningful gift. That the fact that they went and handpicked each one, it didn't you don't have to spend all day in there obviously, but you handpicked each one. It's gonna last longer,
Yep.
and then you can say, you know what, let me pair this with a wine glass set.
Yeah.
Let me pair it with a nice new silverware set. It's something that like they can go in your shop and it's not overwhelming where they're like, oh, I don't know what to choose from, because you're there to guide them
Exactly.
and say, hey, you should get her this or this. And it's something that, it's personable, it's local, and I think it's an amazing gift for anniversaries. There's just so many anniversaries, Mother's Day, anything.
Yeah.
So I love that you said that, because now I'm even thinking, and I'm going to give, the guys in my life an idea. Hey, you might want to get her something from here.
Right,
So,
you hear that? You hear that, guys?
Yeah.
But I agree, and like even to the point of it being local, I'm like, you're shopping with me. Like I
Yes.
don't have any employees. Like it's
Yes.
literally me,
Yeah.
and or my daughter. And it's like it's so personable.
Yeah.
And to pick out and to build a bouquet for someone, like it's really a lot of love.
It's
a lot of love, because you'll go to
yeah.
these stores, and unless you're going to like local, I don't know what they call them, plant shops or where they farm,
like
flower
flower
farms and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
unless you're going to those stores
Right.
and
And you're going to spend a lot.
yeah,
there.
you're going to spend a ton. Flowers are
Yes.
expensive.
Flowers are
Plain
so
and freaking simple. Like,
expensive. Yeah, they're a lot. They're
a lot of money, and unless you're going to like one of those, you are going to get that bouquet that someone else
Yeah.
has
Yes.
at ShopRite.
Exactly. Exactly.
Every one of us
Yeah.
females have gotten a
Yeah.
bouquet from Shop or Walmart.
Right. I'm like, oh, cute. ShopRite flowers.
yeah, thank you so much. With the
Right.
plant food and shit.
With
like,
the
yeah.
sticker still on the bag. That's cute.
Yeah, like thank you. It's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
So I do think shopping one local, but also just getting dried flowers, picking it
Yeah.
out at the stem bar is
Yeah.
it's super fun, and it is personable.
It is cute. And going based off of that too, because when I was in your shop, we were kind of thinking about some ideas to bring in some women, either women business owners or just our ladies in the area, and having a nice little brunch and bubbly at your shop, right? And like being able to go pick out from the flower bar with a stem bar, right?
Yeah.
And picking that out. So you want to talk a little bit about that, because you're already doing events like that.
Yeah. So definitely would love to have something like brunch. I love that name, brunch and bubbly. It's so
Brunch
cute.
and bubbly,
Like
yes.
to come do that. But we do offer workshops where they're all home decor based. So I think my favorite one is the mood board workshop now, because I basically created that because I was one day like, I don't have a space for me. Like I have my shop and I have my house, but I don't have a think space, like a space to just think about things. Like my birthday's in August, so I was like, I would love to have a space where I could just sit and think about birthday party. Like I would love to just have that. I
Yeah.
cannot think anywhere.
Sure, in your
Everything,
house.
everything captures my mind. Like at my
Yeah.
home, I have a 3-year-old.
Right.
I'm at the shop, I have work stuff. So it's like,
Yeah.
I would love to have a space for me. And
Yeah.
secondly, I'm big on vision boards. I vision board the crap out of my life to get to where I'm at. No lie. I know
Love that.
people say that, but I really mean that.
did, yeah.
In my house, there's a baby picture of me in a house, a car, and then I have like my old brands on there. My daughter looks like me when I was a baby.
Yeah.
They say she
She's
looks like
so
my husband.
cute.
I think she looks like me.
She looks like you.
She looks like me. And
Yeah.
so I just feel like vision boards start the manifestation process, and they start that energy guidance. And vision boards and mood boards do the same thing. You build a mood board to kind of get your textures and your colors and your paints together for whatever room, but I guarantee something in your life will bring you to that room.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that's my favorite workshop now. So that's one of them.
Wow.
The other one is the shadow, the framed floral workshop, and that one's super fun just because people like to just make things with their hands. And I think framing florals and framing anything just allows you to kind of keep it longer, put it on your wall, create that home decor piece. So that one is also really fun. And then to your brunch and bubbly, I just offered basically a hands-off session where it's called Sips and Stems, and you come and you get beverages, and everything's complimentary, beverages and snacks. And you just build flower arrangements with your friends. And I think it's great for birthday parties or team building and bonding. You just play with flowers and your serotonin boosts, and it's just, you know, super fun.
I love that. And I think, and like a lot of us ladies, when we get together, it's automatic. Like, do you want to do brunch? And it's like, we always like just revert to a restaurant, right? And like sometimes like we want to meet up with each other, but we're not necessarily like hungry, but before it starts to eat, because now we're obligated to do brunch. So this is like a really cute girls' date idea too. Like, okay, let's go make a little flower bouquet together and have some drinks, some snacks, and we can come chat, you know, and just check in with each other. So it seems like a good space to do that, and maybe even shop too while you're at it. So I love all these ideas that you're already doing, events. But can you talk a little bit more about the mood board? Because I want to know more. Like, what is like, if someone said like, all right, I get the mood board concept, but the vision board, like, what is the major difference and like the benefits of doing mood boards?
So mood boards really were designed to just like capture your vision. So vision boards to me are more broad. Like vision boards are like life boards to me. Like, what is your ideal career?
Right.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years type of thing? Mood boards were designed to like capture your vision for designers. So it's really made for you to put like textures here. A sofa you saw in a magazine 5 years ago that you kept because you're like, I got to get that, put that here. Paint colors here, other things there. And it's really designed to translate. It's the language between a designer and you. And that's how you communicate with, if you hire a designer or you hire someone, event planner or something like that. That's how you would communicate. So that's what the mood board is. And I made that specifically for people to come in and like create their own space, because regular folks, like, we don't have, you know, 1,000,001 options to go somewhere else. Like a lot of people are working 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Then you have kids, you have a husband. Your house is not for you. It's not. Even if you go to the bathroom 5 minutes, if you have my daughter sits outside the bathroom and eats snacks. And her finger is going under the door. I'm like, damn, girl.
It's like, I'm coming for you.
No, seriously, I love it, but I'm like, if someone else was just like overstimulated, they'd be like, oh my God.
Like please get away.
No, seriously, please. So it's like, you know, and then you go to work, and you know, I'm blessed enough to work for myself, but still I think about work when I'm at work. My hours go by so fast off thinking alone. I do mental gymnastics all day. And
like your brain is going,
seriously,
going.
all the time. And then when you're a solopreneur, who's doing logistics, who's balancing books, who's doing that? And so, okay, work is work, and then home, and then you have nowhere for you. So the mood board is like, even if you come in and say, I'll never get this kitchen, but I just love my dream kitchen, it's for that. It's for you to really take a load off. And just to like kind of summarize, all the workshops are built for that. For you to take a load off, to build community. Like, I've chatted with my attendees about like true crime. We're not even on that right now, but we have talked about like, did you watch that documentary? Oh yeah, listen to this podcast. Boom, like that. And then they've come back.
That is so great.
So it's like, it's to build community, it's to have the conversation. But it's also designed for you to take a load off, boost that serotonin, and just do something nice and easy. Everything's beginner friendly. I love to tell people, and I'm glad I can say it on camera, because I need to make more videos about this. The workshops are called workshops, but like, I'm not a teacher. Like, I'm not a teacher. I just want to be clear, like, because they're structured, but they're not designed like, if you miss a step, you're gonna mess up and you're gonna leave with something. So no.
It's casual. There's no test that they're like, oh, you did bad. It's just do it at your own pace, at your own will.
Exactly. At your own pace, at your own will. And whatever you leave with is unique to you.
Like, exactly.
The work that people have left with looks better than my example. Hands down. Hands down. Like, really? It looks better than mine, but you were guided, and you did it to what was unique to you. It opens up your mind when it's not so stressful. And I love emphasizing I'm not a teacher. My mom is a principal now, has been a teacher for how many years, and my grandma too. I come from a family of teachers. I am not a teacher, and I was not born to be one. I did not get the gift, but it's really not designed to be so structured where you have to pay attention. It's designed for you to talk and have fun and leave with something pretty, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so happy I came.
Like, I got something out of it. Like, maybe it wasn't the best of what I thought, but I had fun doing it.
Exactly.
And I met other woman or whoever's in that room, and we got to collab and have a little community. And I think that's what it's about. And a lot of us, when we're doing more events, we're collaborating more. So
Yeah.
so what made you want to do more of these workshops? Because I don't know any other home decor business that's doing. I never been to Home Goods and they're doing a workshop in the back and having wine. So like, what made you kind of think outside the box and implement that for your store?
I think one, because to be completely honest, I feel like retail, unless you're like a Nepo baby and or like you just have a lot of money or came into a lot of money, I think retail stores as a primary business model is not the best. We've seen the pandemic. It has wiped major retailers out.
A lot of
like
retailers
stores that have been here since we were birthed. Like
yeah,
our parents were
before
birthed.
are gone.
And seriously.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, so I knew I wanted to have a shop, but I never wanted to solely, like I'm not a salesy person. I never wanted to base my whole end all be all off that.
Right.
And I'm really big on community. Like I really love talking to people. When you come in, if you sat down and had a cup of coffee with me, you don't even understand. That's currency to me. That's currency. Like us chopping it up and like being able to connect on something deeper than you buying a candle or something at the shop is really big to me. I want to know about your life. Like, how are your kids at? Do they play sports? Like, whatever you're willing to dive into.
Yeah, just chat.
So I was like, how can I do that? And then I made the workshops, but I was like, I needed to be an elevated experience because everything I do has a touch of luxury in it.
Has to be a touch.
It's always going to give that. Like, I want complimentary. That's what I would want. I want complimentary drinks. I want complimentary snacks. You can BYOB. Like, I don't think I advertise that, but you can BYOB.
Yeah, which is so cool. I'm coming my Prosecco.
Yeah, come with whatever. Like, I'll have something there. But if, like, I tell people, if you like a brand or something, I obviously don't know that. Bring that.
Bring your thing. Yeah.
Bring
have a good experience.
Bring bring your friends, bring yourself. So I was like, okay, I want that. Then I was like, ooh, I kind of want you to be able to drink coffee too. Like if you don't want to drink
but have a nice cup of coffee
and
shop and
create
chill.
that brunch experience.
Yeah.
Like, and so that's how I came up with that idea to build community, but also for you to feel 100% comfortable. Like, chill. Like you can literally chill and kick it. Like I don't care. That's why I even have the sofa there. If you stayed past your time and I have another session, you can literally just wait.
Just
like,
chill. Just stay right there.
Drink
your
There's stuff
Prosecco.
to do. Like so that's how I came up with that. Just to build community and make it a comfortable experience for people.
Yeah, I love that because I'm like no other retailer I know is hosting events, having workshops, catering to the community, doing things differently, and then actually seeing a face to the brand.
Exactly.
Because you might see the name Saje Rose, it's a beautiful name, beautiful concept. But who is that? Like who's behind that? And we get to actually see that. We have a relationship with that. And just being able to, okay, I can come bring my Prosecco, do some shopping for either for my home or for somebody else for a gift and have a good experience. And I can leave my fiance on the couch and have him drink, his thing and be quiet. So
literally,
while
it's
you're
my
shopping.
husband's spot. Like literally on the couch.
Exactly.
When my dad comes and my mom is doing something or she'll bring her friends, my dad sits on the couch. Like that's just literally what it is. It's for you to chill. Like it's not a stand around shop.
Yeah.
And you can bring your kids.
And
like you'll
kids,
probably see mine. Like
you
can bring your kid. Like it's really designed to build community. Like I don't know another way to say it. Like it's designed to be home.
Yeah.
I had someone come in the other day and say, "Oh my God, it feels like a B&B. Like I just want to like put a bed over there and
just stay."
I'm like, wow, that's amazing.
I just want to stay at I just want to stay here.
Right? Like I just want to lay down and that's what it's really about. It's about coziness. This is a no stress zone. Like we're relaxed.
I love that.
Yeah.
So what is the future for Saje Rose? What do you see, the business going in the future? Like what direction is it heading towards?
Yeah, I have a few things in the works now. Just because I'm really not a 10-year out, 5-year out girly. Like I can't do it.
Okay.
I will literally have like a panic attack overthinking about that. But for right now, we have a wine cart, a floral cart coming.
Oh, nice.
And basically it started from an event we did at that winery that
Ocean.
They renamed themselves to 1661.
Okay.
So if you see them, they're amazing and the staff there is amazing. So we did an event with them to launch our wine glasses last October. And basically you were able to create floral arrangements there, drink wine, their tastings out of my wine glasses and take it home and just go. I brought games like community. Like you're not here to just take a tasting and get out. Like I want you to chill. So basically because of that, it went really, really well. So I was like, oh, I need like a flower cart. Like that would do good. And because like my mind, I love wine.
Yeah.
I love wine. And like I can't even stress it. So the flower cart is called Wine and Flowers. And basically because I don't have a liquor license and I really don't plan to get one, I plan to just kind of bop around and go to events. It's a wine themed cart. So basically when you build your arrangements, you'll be able to select notes of different scents and different wines. So if you like a wine that's like berry and spicy, you'll have flowers to pair with that.
Cute.
If you like something buttery and smooth, you'll have flowers to pair with that. So
That
that's
is
what's
so
happening now, and
cute.
that'll be happening for our event May 3rd at that winery.
May 3rd.
And that's Kentucky
amazing.
Derby Day, so you could be like super cute and dressed up. I love themed. I love themed stuff.
Oh, that is so cute. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that.
It'll
That
be
is
super
such a cute
cute.
concept for anything. Like
Yeah.
if someone wants to do a baby shower, a wedding, or you can have a nice wine and flower car and people can pick. It's like a nice activity,
Exactly.
but also serving. And I think it's not, wine is relatively, affordable. So if you
Right.
have something like that, a wine and flower cart and just, supply
Right.
your own wine, that's a really cute concept.
Yeah, and like
like
I'll
that.
always have glasses.
Yeah.
So like if you're at like a bar, like a wedding, you'll have a bar. Like I'll always bring, like it'll always be that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just won't supply the wine. But we'll have other
Right.
things if like if it's really just like a solo event and you're doing it at like a place.
Yeah.
So that's that day, and that's going forward to do that just because I love stuff like that. And then we're also
Yeah.
doing an event with that cart in Harlem. For I want to say Deltas, they're having like a family event in Harlem in May, and we're gonna do like a mommy and me version of that.
Oh, that's so
Isn't it
cute.
super duper cute? And
Yeah.
so that's really where we're headed, to like do more things that
Right.
one kind of keep me busy, to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Because I can't lock down in a retail store. I don't believe in it to be just a place to stay and that's
Right.
the end all be all.
Right.
So that's one thing. And then we also do wholesale. So I'm in stores, a couple of small boutiques across the US.
Okay, cool.
And then planning to branch out into more.
Right.
But also I'm very big on alignment. So I gotta align with the store. I gotta align
Right.
with the
It
mission.
has to be the same. Yeah. got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, and like meet the owners and do that type of thing. So
Right.
that's where we're at now, and that is a 5 to 10 year plan because that's how I
Yes.
see it going.
Right, right.
But besides that, I think I just want to focus on those things. I feel like in the last year
Yeah.
I've introduced so many new things, and now it's
Yeah,
time to
yeah.
like lock in.
Lock into that. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
I see that. And I mean, just seeing your social media. One, they'll tell everyone like where to find you, but your social medias are amazing. The videos that you're doing,
you.
and it's really good to see that, especially like I said, being in the retailer. Like the content that you make is excellent. So just showing people
you.
concepts, how they can use things and everything. So it's a little more relatable and like, oh, you know what, I could do this, and you're giving people ideas. So I wanted to commend you for that because it's
Thank you.
really great.
I can't
Yeah.
even take all the credit. I have a small team. I can't even
No,
take all
but
the credit.
but it's good.
But I send them the products and they
Yeah.
do their thing. Like,
Yes.
they're a great team.
great.
But yeah, we definitely collaborate a lot. Like, because
Yeah.
I want it to be exactly that. I want you to see products in action.
Yes.
And I want you to just get a feel for like the brand. We're not like some stuffy home
Yeah.
decor
Yeah.
and you need this like 10-piece set. Like, no.
No,
Like, and I
yeah.
also like to introduce people to our age group because a lot of times people don't even know how to set a table properly. I learned that from my grandpa. And
That's true too, because
you can't set a table properly.
growing up, we just got our plate and our fork and
Yes.
sat down.
And-
I didn't know like there's a whole order where
There's
you
fork
do
here,
out
spoon
and-
here, knife here.
I actually still probably don't know.
A lot of people don't. And honestly, that's even with only like a 5-piece setting, like a fork, spoon, knife, and then like a
Yeah.
teaspoon dessert fork.
Yeah.
It goes further than that. But we don't need, you really kind of just don't need all that.
Fork and knife plate. And,
Yeah,
just,
She's like, just
enjoy
my
the
fork
food.
and my-
Be grateful.
Exactly,
About
be
food.
grateful. Seriously, like I learned from my grandma, my grandpa how to set a table, how to hold a fork, sit at the table.
Yeah.
And then you lose it because everybody's working and stuff. So you eating where you can. I'm eating on the couch. I'm eating everywhere, which is fine. Like I think
Yeah.
in my household we eat at the table, but that's because like I have a 3-year-old, and if she eats on my
Yeah.
couch, I will have no couch.
Right.
So
You
I'm
have
like,
no oh, yeah.
yeah, she has to eat at the
So-
table. So and then I eat with her because then she'll get distracted. But
Yeah.
generally speaking, you eating at the table, the couch, whatever. But it's like setting. I like people to see like that we're offering things. Like I like to
Yeah.
merge the old with the
Merge
new. Like
everything.
it's current.
Right.
You don't need a 30-piece dining set
Yeah.
for one, but like.
Right.
Definitely like a little teaspoon. Like I stir my
Yeah,
coffee
you
with my
can
little teaspoon.
upgrade it a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no harm in that.
It's cute. It's luxurious. Like how cute is a freaking
Exactly.
teaspoon? And
Yeah.
it's like, it just adds a little value. And I feel like
Exactly.
that's the stuff that I'm trying to get across. And I
Love
I
it.
love that. Like I
Yeah.
love it. And I think people are perceiving it really well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, they are. That is
know.
amazing. Well, I have one last question for you.
Yes.
It is a surprise question, so we'll see what it is.
What are some skills you are looking to improve this year for your business? Okay. I think one, being more organized because in terms of my time, because I'm always like, I'm timely, so I'll hand you things when they're due, but like my social media team and like other media opportunities I get, I'm always kind of last minute handing them things or shipping something because I have to do everything.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out a tool, and I know people are gonna say Google Calendar. No.
No.
Something I'm gonna invent one day for brains like mine. To just organize myself better and to like set due dates earlier than the due dates.
Yeah.
That's one. Two, this lets me touch on the book club a little bit, and I don't even mean to do a plug-in.
The book club.
I don't even mean to do
let's
it.
Talk about that. Yeah.
So this goes in with the skills. So basically, there's this book by Joe Dispenza called "How the Art of like something losing yourself," or basically just like getting rid of like yourself and framing your mind to attract the things you want. So it's not a typical manifestation book. He dives into the science behind your subconscious. And I think people that don't believe in manifestation or don't have a higher power they look up to will benefit from that. The first 2 chapters are about the science of your subconscious and how things work, period. And it's no like, the higher powers and the thing. It's none of that. It's literally science and backed up by science. So what my skill to work on is to allow like a little bit of magic to happen in the things that I want to do. I'm big on like, I will make a plan and I will step it out till I get to the thing I want. Yeah. But it's so cut and dry that I don't allow for things just to happen. Like, how did you know, like, you wanted to buy, like, this other dining table for the shop to have more workshop attendees? How did you know, like, you wouldn't get that for free if you wouldn't have just waited or networked with somebody?
And trusted the universe, the process,
You went out, you bought it, you picked it up. How did you know you wouldn't meet someone that does woodworking that can give you a custom table? Like, things like that. And that's like very small scale, but I'm too, like, logistical. Like, my mind works like that. Like, I'm a planner. I write down steps because I'm a vision boarder, so I write down everything. But he says in that book, you have to allow things to happen and then take the action. And he
I guess sometimes you just have to allow it to happen to you.
Allow magic to come into your life. Your job isn't to figure out the why. Your job is to put it out there. Right. That's all it is. And I'm trying to get there because I don't know how to do that. I feel like it's hard to do. Like, you're leaving that in someone else's hands, but why not? Your life is someone else's hands.
Exactly.
Like, anyway.
Regardless.
So, you know, so those are the 2 skills. Like, one, just being better at planning, and 2, just allowing magic to happen in my life, in my business, really.
That is so cool. I love that.
I love that question.
Well, thank you. So, I mean, you can tell them where they can find more about you, the book club, the workshops, everything. Tell them where they can find more about that.
Yeah, so you can visit sagerose.com. That's where everything is. Like, right on the homepage is like our first book club meeting. Sip and Shop is April 5th. What else? April 19th is the book club. May 3rd is, what is that? What did I say?
The winery
thing for our intro wine shopping experience.
So cool.
I'm super excited for that. I've been sitting on that for like a year now. And where else? Everything is on sagerose.com, but you can visit us at 42 North Main Street, Suite 3, Florida, New York. I will be there. Once you see my sign outside on the sidewalk, I'm there. Yep. And then, like, look forward to just connecting with you guys.
Yes. Thank you guys. So, don't forget to tune into that. And thank you guys for coming today. Don't forget to subscribe to Real Estate Done Right. And we'll see you guys next time.
Yes. Bye, guys.